Next, Fox's Peter Doocy questioned the White House on former President Trump's indictment, and it dominates the news. Watch this.
Does it bug President Biden when former presidents suck up all the oxygen?
What's important to the president is to continue to focus on the American people. That is what's important to the president.
So he's good to lay low for a couple news cycles now.
So look, here's the thing, Peter, and this is what we will speak to. We will speak to the fact that this is a president that has been able to get historic pieces of legislation done.
Okay, Todd Piro is with me this morning. Look, the Democrats like this distraction because it takes away the focus from Biden's crises.
I agree with that point, but I do think it can cut both ways. Obviously, they like the distraction. I don't think any president would want what is happening to Trump to happen to them. So Biden's not like jealous of the arrest and indictment. He also likes the fact that his presidency has been a failure, and now nobody's talking about the failure of his presidency at this stage of the game. The flip side of that is it going to make President Trump a martyr in 2024 should he get through the primaries and be the eventual candidate to go up against, presumably, Joe Biden?
Look, I think the Democrats are pursuing a basement strategy for 100%. Mr. Biden. Keep him away from the reporters, keep him away from the questions. But you can't do that forever.
I don't know. It worked the first time. Why wouldn't it work this time?
Because the crises are piling up and his approval rating is coming down, down, down. He's got to get out in the country to sell his green message. He's got to come out of the basement.
Does that matter?
Yes,
coming out of the basement? No,
it's a nightmare for the Democrats.
To the Trump hater who's going to vote for Biden regardless, unless he screws up completely royally by stepping out of the basement. I think you're right on your initial premise that he's going to stay in the basement, and this allows him to. This is like being forced to stay in the basement by all the media oxygen going to Trump.
Okay. Next case, and this is for you too. There's an op-ed in the New York Times. Real surprise to me. Look at this. The Trump indictment is a legal embarrassment. It says the indictment is a setback for the rule of law. That's in the New York Times. That surprises me that the New York Times would put that out.
It's a complete surprise that they put it out, but the reason they're putting it out is because you can't ignore it any longer. They are embarrassed for the rule of law. As a recovering lawyer, I am embarrassed for the rule of law. This isn't how law is supposed to go. And when you look at Mayor DA Bragg saying, you know, people are not above the law. Well, Bragg has allowed so many really, really horrible criminals to do really, really horrible things in this city, and he's going after Trump on the most flimsy cut-and-paste job one could have in a legal document and legal premise.
I've been reading that Mr. Trump's net worth has come down, and down sharply recently, just very recently. Tell me the story.
Yeah, don't confuse his net worth personally with the campaign money that's going into his coffers as a result of this. His net worth has suffered since he was indicted last month by that Manhattan grand jury, falling to an estimated $2.5 billion from $3.2 billion just last fall. This according to Forbes. Also, since starting Truth Social, you know, that social media app, in late 2021, Trump himself has lost an estimated $550 million on this venture. That also according to Forbes. On Monday, data compiled by Forbes implied that Truth Social's worth today is $1.2 billion. Social media platform adding an estimated 100,000 users per month. But it doesn't look like they're getting close to that 81 million that they've wanted to anytime soon.
I wonder if Mr. Trump will contest those numbers, because way back in the first election, 2016, somebody, and I think it was Forbes, suggested that he was not worth the billions that he'd claimed. And I don't think he sued, but he really took Forbes to task. I think he might do the same thing again.
The difference this time, we do have some tax returns that have been out there with some numbers on them still.
Oh, very good. Well done, Todd. You got that right. All right. Thanks so much, Todd. Stay there.